Hi everyone. Excuse me. First off, I just want to apologize that I didn't get a weekly out for darn, what was the week? The 15th, the week of the 15th. Apologize for that. I don't know what I was thinking. I did the bi-weeklies and I thought I still had enough time. So I really do apologize for that, not getting the weekly out. I was going to do a weekly for this week for the 22nd. But I decided that I'm just going to do a monthly for June. And what else is going on? Life has forced me to focus on something else at this time. So what's going on with me is that I'm in the process of possibly moving and getting my own place. And that is great for us for future. And then I also might be getting a part-time job, but that won't be until the new school year. So I'll be working in that process of that as well. So I've been working more on getting preparations and a lot of documents prepared for this move. So that's what has kind of led me not to do a weekly or do videos. And so since I have time now, I figure I'll just get the monthly out, because when I do move, I don't know when I'll get internet. So I might be making a weekly though for, I don't know. I'll figure it out. I will do a weekly though. I'll add that to before I move as well, because I could be moving in June or sometime in June, maybe the beginning part of June. I'm not sure yet, but so that's what's going on with me. And let's start off with your reading. So I thank you. Hi Cancers, and welcome. This is your general tarot for the month of June 2017. So we'll get started, and we first start off the beginning of the month with the Strength card. And basically this means you're going to need a lot of patience and inner strength for you at the beginning of the month. Basically that is a major arcana. You want to pay close attention to that for you. So for some reason you're going to need a lot of patience and strength. And from what I see, it could be regarding a person. You're going to probably need that regarding a person. The next card we have is the Four of Cups. Now the fours are stability, but with this card it's kind of unstable for some reason. This is basically, okay, this is the Four of Cups. It's an emotional card. You're feeling, I guess, sort of melancholy, bored. It's basically boredom. So you're kind of bored with something around the beginning of the month as well. Another thing is that you're not really being aware, you're not paying attention to things. You're kind of tunnel visioned on one specific thing, and you don't really care about what's going on around you at the time. So this is telling you to kind of wake up. And if you don't wake up, if you don't pay attention to being grateful basically for the things that are going on around you, the universe will surprise you with something. And it could be good, it could be bad, but the universe will slap you upside the head, really wake you up, and give you some sort of a surprise. So a surprise coming to you if you're not, if you don't break out of this, okay, that kind of mood. Next card we have is the Nine of Wands. Nines are one step closer to a completion. Nines is a heavy energy, basically. And it kind of can be good, kind of can be bad. But basically when I see nines, it's not very good. And if you see this guy, this is basically saying that he's been battered and bruised, been through the mill, but yet he's still standing ready to fight another day. This is also indicating that you could have borders up, you're a wall up, you're being very protective of something at this time. You're protecting yourself, basically, is what it's saying, because you've been so battered and bruised for a very long time that you kind of have a barrier up between you and something else, okay? But still, it's a step closer to a completion. What else is going on here? Okay, battered, bruised, protective, walls up, guard up. It's also about persistence. as well. So you're, regardless of being battered and bruised, you're still pretty persistent in what you're doing. Next we have the Emperor, another major arcana. Pay close attention to this. This is a father figure. Basically, this is also about structure. Very good with children. A ruler. Could be you, could be another person. Could be you, full of confidence at this time after coming out of being that battered and bruised, and you come to your completion on something, so you could finally find your confidence in something. Or maybe this is somebody else for you, who you go to probably for advice and advice, and who you go to for counseling. Because you trust this person, very trustworthy person. Could be fatherly advice as well, but doesn't necessarily have to be. Could just be advice, period, in general. But basically, strong person, very strong person. Okay. I sort of see it as you going to this person for advice, though. Dang it. Okay, I got stuff popping up and it's not going well. Okay, I don't want to stop this video again. It happened once. So something popped up and then I stopped the video, so I had to start again. But I was just beginning it with you guys, so I can't see anything else with that card. So the next card we have is the Ace of Wands. Aces are a yes card, so whatever questions I did not answer, it is a yes to. And this is all about a spark of inspiration, creativity, the beginning of something new for you. It could even be a move in a better direction, a physical move into a new place. But the beginning, and it is movement. Could be just be an idea that comes to you. But I see it as creativity, spark of inspiration as well. So for some of you, it's a spark of inspiration that you're going to use. It's going to be the beginning of something that you start creating. But then for some of you, it could be a literal move, or it just could be moving into a better or a new direction for you. But it is also a yes card. Next card we have is the Seven of Swords. This is where I'm thinking that you might need your inner strength and patience with this person. Oh, goodness gracious. Sevens is instability and change, I believe. I forgot my cheat sheet. And no, it's a cause of change, though. It is a cause of change. But this is a trickster. This is somebody who is, it could be a thief, and he doesn't get caught. I mean, he doesn't get caught right away, but eventually this person does get caught. This is a card of strategy. So either you are using, a lot of meanings in this one. Either you could be using some strategy for your goals and your inspirations, because you are taking what you know with you and leaving the rest behind. Or this could be a literal person who is a trickster, who is a thief, and who's trying to get away with something and eventually does get caught. Or you catch someone in the act of doing something that isn't right. Okay? Manipulator. Could be a manipulator, but so a few meanings going on with this card. And this is where I think maybe even courage for you might be appropriate with that strength card. So pay attention to that one. You might run into that one. But like I said, it could be either you using your strategy, taking what you know with you, leaving the rest behind. But then again, for some of you, it could be a little person who is a thief trying to get away with something. But like I said, does not end up getting away with it for very long. Eventually this person gets caught. Then for some of you, it's actually catching someone in the act doing something. That's where you have your courage, your strength, and your patience to your courage to do something about it. But then again, for some of you, it just needs, you might need a lot of patience with this person who could be a manipulator. And maybe the courage and the patience because you've been battered and bruised to get through what you need to get through, coming to that next phase of completion. The last card we have is the Temperance card. So again, this is a card of patience. So you throughout this month, this is the ending of the month already. You're gonna need a lot of patience for something, or as well as this is also telling you that you need to go with the flow with something. Don't be so restrictive. Go with the flow, whatever's going on with you. Just having a lot of patience, and let path of least resistance is what it's telling you, and to just go with the flow. Because if you force something, and then it'll just get farther away from you. So it's just telling you to have a lot of patience. Just please go with the flow. Okay, so that's what that's telling you. Let's kind of recap here. So beginning of the month, a lot of courage, patience, inner strength is going to be needed. You're going to be going through, I guess, a boredom, a melancholy kind of phase. So you're going to be tunnel vision, focused on just one thing. And you're not going to be aware of what's going on around you, but universe will slap you upside the head and give you some sort of surprise to wake you up. It is a card of stability. So universe is trying to bring you to a more stable place. That's what it's trying to tell you. Then you're coming to about the middle of the month. You're coming close to some sort of completion, but you've been battered and bruised. But you're still standing and you're still persistent in what you want and what you want to go after. And then you're going to meet with a father figure. For some of you, could be a father figure who you probably go to for advice. And some counseling for something. This is a ruler. He is very good with children. He is good with people. He is a ruler. It's also about structure as well, and following that structure. And it could be you. It could be you also coming into self-confidence at this time as well. Feeling quite confident about yourself. So that's for some of you as well. Then we move on to whatever questions I did not answer. It is a yes to. But then for some of you, you could be getting a spark of inspiration, creativity, and moving on to because it is about new beginnings as well. So the beginning of a new creativity and getting started and getting rolling on that. But for some of you, it could be a literal move as well. To a new place, or it's just the beginning of moving on, moving forward to bigger and better things. And then you could be using some strategy, getting toward the ending of the month, taking what you know, leaving the rest behind. But then for some others of you, it could be a thief, a manipulator who's trying to get away with something, but does not get away with it for very long, and eventually he does get caught, but it doesn't say here if he gets caught this month. Probably not. Maybe the following month, or who knows how long. But then for others of you, it could be you catching somebody in the act of doing something that they're not supposed to be doing, and that's where courage comes in as well. Your courage, your ruling authority comes in at this, at that time. And then at the ending of the month, again, you're gonna have some patience with something, but it's telling you to go with the flow with something. The path of least resistance. Don't resist anything. Getting toward the ending of the month, go with the flow, let it go. Set your intentions. And it's a major arcana, so pay close attention to that. But patience still is a matter at this point, at the ending of the month. Okay, so I thank you for watching. You have a fabulous month, and if anything, I'll see you for the weeklies. I already explained everything at the beginning of the intro, so we'll see what happens with that. I'll keep you guys posted. Remember, it takes two to tarot, and I bid you aloha.